It's called a Mountain Man Rendezvous, and it's basically a historical reenactment of the Rocky Mountain fur trade era, where all the trappers that had been up in the mountains all winter trapping beaver for the Europeans to make hats out of at the time, would come down to the plains, the flats every spring, and meet up with the traders out of St. Louis that would canoe all their goods up this way and trade for the supplies they'd need for the next winter: gunpowder, flour, salt, lead, a little bit of whiskey.
Fire in the hole!
You don't have to make anything happen, it just happens. And sometimes you never know what's going to happen.
I'll give you this thing.
This was their social event of the year, the Rendezvous. So when they did their trading, traded for what they needed. The traders always brought whiskey, stuff like that, and that was their party. And they did. They partied hardy. They had games, competitions. Oh, I'm better than you. Oh, you ain't no better than me. They get out there and they throw their knives and hawks, see who's the best. Rifles, they get out there and they do shoots. We do all this. This is just part of it. And all it is a reenactment of that period of time.
It's supposed to be the era.
You just meet some of the most interesting people. I mean, there's folks that you'd meet, in everyday life. You'd cross the street to avoid them on the sidewalk. But when you're out here, it's just, you are who you are. And it's just good to remember that even though you have some basic, intrinsic differences between yourself and other folks, that you've still got commonalities, you know?
Hold on, I gotta go.
Is the very last Mountain Man Rendezvous ever held was in Green River, Utah in 1840. And from that point on, the Chinese silk trade took off and the Europeans started making their top hats out of silk instead of beaver. And the beaver were starting to run a little shy by that time too.
In Colorado, Wyoming, and Utah, you could rendezvous the whole summer.
Thank you.
And some people do. Some people make their living doing this.